8:37 at KPEL, Acadiana's Morning News. And gosh, one of the biggest events, probably my favorite that we have here, downtown Lafayette, the Komen Acadiana Race for the Cure. It's March 19th, downtown Lafayette, as I said. And Heather's here again with us this morning, talking about teams and fundraising. And where are you in the planning stage for the race?
We are live online, and we're about 2 weeks out. So really, we're just finalizing our details and asking all those registered to fundraise to help us raise money for research. And also, especially with the healthcare cuts going on right now, the amount of community grants we can pour into the community to help those people who are going to need funding for treatment and diagnosis really is the most important thing.
So I'm looking at the fundraising process, about 45% so far. I can imagine that the local economy has a lot to do with, especially corporate sponsorships and corporate fundraising on that side, but the teams can make up for that.
Correct. Everybody, I mean, if each race participant asked 10 friends for $10, I mean, we could increase our fundraising by, last year would have been over $300,000. So
wow.
Really, each individual can make a huge difference if they just try.
We had last year, whenever Bernie was doing the Big Wigs
campaign.
Yes,
she was awesome.
We had someone who, at their office, took it upon themselves to set up Casual Fridays, and it cost $20, Casual Fridays for the month, so 4 Fridays in a row. And she showed up with an envelope with probably $500 in it. It's something that people would love to do.
Yes.
It's for a good cause. It's fun. Talk to the supervisors in Acadiana. We have some of the best bosses around. We deal with a lot of them often.
Yeah.
Set up a Casual Friday. Or
That's
I know
right.
there are even some of the private schools that set up some free dress days where, it might cost $5 a day, but you can wear a free dress and not have to wear the uniform on certain days. So there are ways to do it.
Oh, we have a video actually on our Facebook page right now of a couple easy ideas. I grabbed my husband to come in for that video, but ugly tie contests. We had somebody that did an ugly tie contest and raised $250. So there's lots of creative, easy ways to fundraise, and people enjoy them. So, we're not, I know it's hard to go and ask people for the big dollars, but little dollars here and there really add up. And for our community, that will make a difference.
I think we talked the last time you were here just about the national Komen name and that identity. But what we have here in Acadiana is a separate chapter. We do all of our own fundraising here.
Correct.
The money raised here stays here.
Correct.
It's not some tiered system that you're only keeping 20% or something here locally. It all stays here for research and care for people here locally.
Correct. We do send 25% to a national research foundation, but the other 75% stays local. We keep our admin budget, one of the lowest admin budgets I've ever seen for a nonprofit, but we are a local affiliate. So the money raised is governed by our local board of directors, put into grants in our local community. And like I said, the only portion that we send off is a 25% portion of our fundraising directly to a research foundation to find cures.
Wow. And I think that everything that you guys do, it's not just, obviously the patient, obviously a cure for breast cancer is paramount.
Yes.
But the outlier things, which is like support for family members who may have had a loved one who's passed away, or for a newly diagnosed woman or man who might have breast cancer, get them support for how to deal with it and support groups.
Right.
I think it's great. It's a 360 approach to this terrible disease, helping the people who are directly affected, indirectly, may have to care for that person as well.
Komen is really the only breast cancer foundation that attacks breast cancer on all fronts. Advocacy, research, support, like you said. We do treatment and mammograms, but we also do research for pharmaceuticals. I just went to Crowley before I came here and dropped off information for people that have been diagnosed. What do you do after? What questions to ask your doctor? What treatments and services are available? Lymphedemia, all the different side effects from some of the treatments that you will experience, how to handle those things.
And I can't imagine. It has to be like a free fall right when you get the diagnosis. Where do I go first? Do I start getting treatment? I should have started yesterday. To have that sort of guidance, I think we are so lucky to have that here locally.
Yes.
People don't have to go far. How can people find out more? I know there's the website. Kind of what are the steps if you are facing a diagnosis or if you're in that? Because what I've heard from women, the waiting stage of maybe having a biopsy on something to finding out is terrible, and they're
Yes.
trying to gather information and everything up. What's the
Especially
best
if
way?
you don't have insurance. And I can tell you, I had a call a couple days ago. Somebody had a Komen funded mammogram, and they called. Nobody followed up with them, and there was something that showed that on the mammogram that said they needed further diagnostics. We were able to get her with a patient navigator and get her in to see somebody to get a diagnostic mammogram, and then schedule her biopsy immediately. So, we are making every avenue we can available to people to get that follow-up, especially for the people who are uninsured or underinsured at this point. So
the race is March 19th. It's a couple days after St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
Downtown Lafayette. Race site opens at 6:30 a.m. Just a great time for families. My favorite part, which I've told you before, is the whole survivor aspect.
Yes.
I just think it's amazing to see. I mean, you really see all the hard work and dedication when you see these survivors. It's great.
Yeah, put together a team of your family and friends. Come out and support somebody you know. We got Hakuna Matatas will be out there, the Breast Friends. We got all kind of team names coming out, and just really come out and, like we said, register, but also fundraise. Try to fundraise as much as you can, because this money does make a difference to local people in our community.
We will keep up to date. Hopefully, we'll have you on a couple more times before the race, just to kind of let people know when it's happening. Of course, those last minute people who are like, "Oh, I'm looking for something to do this weekend." That's a huge part of it too. So thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much.
Good luck
March
on the race.
19th. Thank
we'll put all
you.
the information on kpel965.com as well. It's 8:44 now. KPEL.
Appreciate it.